Hello, it's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. I wanted to show you something. I was going through my refrigerator and actually I'm trying to clean up my refrigerator and pull out those things that can be reused. And in the spirit of using what I have, I think that's pretty important, not to waste food. So what I have here is a Hasselback potato. There's a whole one and there's part of one. So I'm going to reuse that for breakfast. Excuse me. And I've got some eggs here. I've got bacon grease, and that's what I'm going to use in my pan. You can use any fat that you want. And I have a little bit of leftover tomato, and I'm going to use that too in my breakfast. So Hasselback potatoes are sliced, but they're not sliced through. So I'm going to slice these through. I'm going to heat up a little bit of bacon grease in my pan. Now, you don't need very much because Hasselback potatoes have oil in them. And that would be sufficient, I think, to fry up these delicious potatoes for breakfast. Alright, let me get you down here so we can take a look. Now, I'm just going to cut these through so that they're sliced through. And that's all I'm doing because I'm going to put these in the pan. I'm going to brown them just a little bit, make them nice and golden brown. And so we're going to have basically fried potatoes and eggs, which is party tasty in anybody's book. Okay, a little paper towel here to wipe my hand off. Okay, now I'm going to melt down my bacon grease, and my pan's going to get nice and hot, and I'm going to make sure that I can fry these up. Let's see, are we hot yet? Oh, that's pretty good. So I'm just going to lay these in that fat. Bacon grease is going to add even more flavor. And just going to fry these up. Let me turn my heat down a little bit because I don't want to burn them. Alright. Just laying them down in the pan. Just a few extras here. Okay. So there we go. Get my spatula out and let's get to frying these. These are fairly well seasoned, but I'm going to add a little salt and I'm going to add a little pepper to them. Get my plate ready to go here. That's kind of good. Got to get that ready. And I'm going to cook these up. So, I think you can see that what I'm doing. Now, all I'm doing is browning these because, you know what, they're already cooked. So I don't think it'll take that long. Put my heat up just a hair. It's only going to take a few minutes. This is actually going to be a quick breakfast. Now, I'm having an egg, just one egg for me. I'm having an egg, I'm having the potatoes, and I'm going to have a couple of slices of tomato on the side. I love tomato with breakfast. So I'm going to have a couple of slices of tomato on the side. You can make toast if you want to. You can scramble your eggs if you prefer. You can make a nice omelet if you prefer that. And just use up what you have. Maybe you've got some eggs and you've got a little bit of cheese. You can put that in there. Maybe you've got a little Parmesan. You want to sprinkle that on the top of your potatoes. You can do whatever you want, really. And you know what? This is a good meal any time of day. It isn't just for breakfast. It can be any time. For lunch, for supper. I love, love, love eating breakfast for supper. I really do. I think it's so good for supper. And you know what? Kids like eating breakfast for supper, don't they? It's just something about if you make supper and make it pancakes or French toast, some eggs, bacon, or just whatever you have. I'm telling you, kids love that. And anytime you can get kids to eat something. I had a couple of picky eaters in my family, and I'll tell you, it's not easy, but you can do it. All right. Sometimes grown-ups are pretty picky, too. It's not just kids. Grown-ups, very picky. Okay, so these are coming along here. It smells really, really, really good. I'm going to take a piece of paper towel, and I'm going to just lay it on my plate, and just enough to soak up the grease from the potatoes. I want the flavor, but I don't necessarily want all that runny grease either. I don't want them floating in grease on my plate. So these are coming along nicely. Oh, look at that. See? That's the beauty of them, because they're already cooked. They just don't take that long. I probably might have been better off using a fork for these, but oh, who cares? You can't get too picky. Now, I don't eat a lot of bacon because of the price. When it's on sale, I try to get some. But I do save the bacon grease, which makes it rather nice if you like that kind of flavor. And even if you don't have bacon, you can have the flavor of the bacon if you just save the grease. What do you think? I think those look really good, so I'm going to take them out. And let's put them on that paper towel. Now when my egg gets done, I'll just slide them off the paper towel. I love, love, love potatoes. Do you love potatoes? I do. I think these days, with all of the special diets, they just get a bad rap. I think they're wonderful. Okay, there's my potatoes. This is pretty hot, and it's got some bits and pieces in the fat from the potatoes, but I don't care. I'm going to go for it, and I'm going to put my egg in there anyway. Actually, I ended up with enough potatoes for 2 people. But I'm going to bite the bullet and eat them. You know what? These are small eggs, so I'm going to go with 2. Look at that. I have turned my burner off, by the way. I'm going to sprinkle a little salt, and I'm going to put a little bit of pepper. A little salt on there, because salt makes food taste good. Set my eggs aside. My potatoes are drained. Look at them. Look good? Alright. I wish you were here for breakfast. You would enjoy it. Now I'm going to flip my eggs over carefully. Sometimes you get a broken yolk. That's just how life goes. Sometimes your yolks break. There's not much you can do about it. Just eat it anyway. These look so good. I think I have to eat this piece. Oh, that's good. That's pretty yummy. Alright. I like my eggs soft. You can make your eggs however you want. I like my yolk soft. I do not want my whites runny. That's disgusting. Okay. Grab a fork here real quick. I decided to show you this on the spur of the moment, so I wasn't well equipped. So let's put that egg there. They don't look gorgeous. Sometimes things taste great, but they don't look gorgeous. What do you think? Now, I'm going to put my tomato on the side. Put a little bit of pepper on that tomato. Bring it up here. I'm going to bring you up here so you can see me. Well, see the food. That's the most important thing. And put a little bit of salt on my tomatoes. Tomatoes and eggs and potatoes are good. I'm telling you, they're good. All right. Here you go. And look. There's my yolk. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Okay. That's going to be breakfast this morning for me, Robin, and I'm going to love it. Now, look, I don't have bacon. I don't have meat, but I've got the flavor of bacon, which makes me so terribly happy. And you know what I like to do? I like to take that little bit of potato, because I'm not going to have toast this morning, and I'm going to dip it in my yolk. And then I'm going to... That is delicious. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm going to eat this. If I can do it, you can do it. And you just remember that little is much when God is in it. Okay? Happy weekend. Love ya. Bye.